was hoping we'd get a stop. I can't pass up history, and Coach Bowles didn't want to let it pass Sylvia or Liam. So I'm happy that they had me go out there and get that, because it's been hard to do for 11 straight years, and to be tied with one of the, if not the greatest receiver of all time, it means a lot to me and my family.
What goes into that? You know, you said it's been hard to do. What goes into doing that?
I'll be here all day if I list off the things that it took, but the main things is, my faith, my work ethic, my family, the teammates that I've had around me, the coaching staff, the front office, making moves to change this franchise around, become a winning franchise. So it's a lot of those things, and I love the game of football. I love the game, and I love to compete. So anytime the ball comes my way, I try to make a play.
Mike, the reaction from the crowd, from your teammates, what was that like?
It was amazing, man. They made it that much sweeter. NFC South champs, and then tied in history with Jerry Rice. So they made it that much more sweet. I love those guys to death.
It was a one-score game. They were showing all the 13 jerseys in the stands on the Jumbotron, and I don't know if you could see, but like every fan in the stands was standing at that point. And then as soon as you made the play, they showed your family celebrating on the video board. I don't know if you had a.
Oh, did they? No, I didn't. I was in the moment. I mean, I don't really remember what happened. I know I threw the ball down, and then I just seen everybody just happy. I mean, that was one of the coolest moments at Raymond James.
But in order for you to, the best part about it was the fact that, Bucky Irving was the one that got the touchdown, and, you've always been putting the team first, you've always been about that. How cool is it that in that moment, like, they got the ball back, and they made sure that they took care of you?
Well, the defense, they knew the record was on the line too, so they were trying to get off the field, and obviously they were down 8 points, so they were trying to stop them and just give me another opportunity to, chase history. So I appreciate them for that. And like I said, we got a lot more work to do.
It was a one-score game, and you were on your own side of the field. What does it mean to you that every guy in that locker room was more than willing to take that risk for you?
We felt like we had it won. The play call was so good by Liam. That was actually the play that Bucky scored on. We was gonna run that play again in the red zone to get the 5. But Bucky's just so good. He made a play. Baker found him, and he scored to give us the lead. But shout out to my teammates and coaching staff for making this possible.
Tom Brady is one of your quarterbacks, giving you a few of those 1,000-yard seasons. He was calling the game today. He says that catch is one of the greatest things he's seen in a long time. How cool is it to be able to do this both in front of fans and Baker Mayfield, of course?
Tom, got my boy in the building. Did it with Tom here, Baker, my family, everybody all week, all year really has been wanting me to get this record because history it's hard to come by, and I'm just very blessed and thankful that I had this opportunity.
Mike, have you ever met Jerry Rice?
I've met Jerry. Yeah, I've met Jerry a couple times. Once out here in Tampa and a couple of autograph events. Great guy. Great guy.
Mike, given the off season, obviously you had a big decision to make. How does it feel standing here now with leading your team to the playoffs? You got the record. Guess you made the right decision, man.
It feels great. Yeah. I mean, I probably was never going to leave Tampa anyway. So I mean, just the business part kind of took over a little bit. But I'm happy to be here, and I definitely made the right decision.
Ryan Fitzpatrick even put on a helmet today and tweeted out his support for you. That's
He helped me get 1,000 yards as well. I mean, all my quarterbacks, I'm super appreciative of because they believe in me, and that's all you can ask for in a quarterback: that trust and that respect.
Mike, how do you celebrate this milestone tonight?
Who asked me that? Somebody asked me that last week. I go to the casino with my family. I go just hang out, watch the game, play a little blackjack.
Is it any more special that?
No, they can't get it where I'm going.
Is it any more special when you missed 3 games, almost 4 games with the injury? It's really hard to do.
It makes it that much sweeter. Missing time. It was a grind to get back. It really was. This was probably my worst hamstring injury since my rookie season. I got hurt in OTAs and I was out like 6 weeks. So this is probably my second worst hamstring injury I've had in my life. And Bob and the training staff did a hell of a job of getting me back. And he was telling me every time I was outside running that heat and running all those sprints, he kept saying, "We're gonna get this 1,000 yards and we're going to the playoffs." And I just stuck with it. Got it done.
Going into the second half of today's game, did you think that was possible still?
Which said, what
Going into the second half of today's game, did you
it's
think
always
that was
possible. I mean, I'm a big play receiver, so I always think it's possible to get a 40-yard gain or a 30-yard gain. I mean, I've been doing that my whole career. But the Saints, they didn't make it easy. I mean, they knew what was at stake. They were talking the whole time. They said, stay on 13, outside leverage, I got your help inside. They kept saying it over and over. And, so we knew that they were aware of the record.
This is the third time, or the fourth time ever that you've had over 85 yards against them, so they have made it tough.
Yeah, the Saints are a team that always game plans really well against us, and they come out and play hard. So division rival for a reason.
Hey, Mike, obviously it'd be.
J-Max split, I'm sorry.
Obviously, it would be nice, right, to do it in the first quarter, put your feet up and not worry about that.
Yeah.
But the dramatics of going down to the last play of the game, and you've obviously come up with huge catches in your career, and so a 5-yard catch, not a huge catch, but could you just, what were the nerves like? Because that clock, this is it, right? And Baker just talked about the pressure, what were those
I was
nerves?
getting that no matter what. I knew we was gonna get this ball no matter what. After we got the ball back, I knew I was getting it. So I looked at Coach Bowles and Liam, and they said, go out there, we're about to try to get you this record. So yeah, I wasn't worried at all. And in 2017, I got on the last drive against the Saints. I had missed a little bit of time that year, but that was just a bad year for me. And I was still able to get it in 2017 to keep the streak going. So it's the same thing.
Can you talk about, J-Mac, that fourth down catch, and he gets it early and come back to the toe tap touchdown, just the growth.
He just wanted this touchdown to be a little farther. J-Mac has really came on strong the second half of the season. You know, he was injured initially, and then like I've been saying all year, that he's a hell of a player. Bucs fans for a long time are gonna have to watch out for J-Mac because he's a hell of a player, great teammate. Devin Colt made some big plays on third down today. So the UW boys did their thing and then help us win.
We haven't had a chance to talk to you, since Randy Moss's announcement, and you talked about Jerry Rice already, but, you know, a guy that you've been linked to historically has been Randy. I gotta believe.
I've trained with Randy.
What?
I trained with Randy. I've been praying for him and his family. One of the best receivers ever. And he told me when I broke his record to start a career, I broke his record initially, 6 straight, I think, or 7. And he just told me that, he challenged me to do it every year of my career. So that's always been in the back of my mind, coming from one of my idols, a guy I trained with, a guy who's helped me get to where I am. So, you know, I've been praying for you, big bro, and you know, I'm gonna try to do what you challenged me to do.
I'm sure you brought him a lot of joy today.
I hope he was watching. Legend.
Mike, looking ahead, do you have any matchups you're looking forward to going into the playoffs?
I don't care, man. Whoever we play, that's who we got, and we're gonna come out to practice, game plan hard for them, and it's gonna be tough whoever it is, because the NFC had a really good year this year.
Nothing's been easy for you guys though this year, so how does that help you all, having been through everything you have as you're ready for the playoffs?
Well, it comes with experience. Our experience will be a big part of, you know, how far we can go in the playoffs. And I think we're gonna get some guys back, some key guys that we need, for this postseason run.
Like there was a play in the second half where they overshot you, were wide open. What was that like? That would have been the record right here.
Yeah, I mean, it happens football. You know, I drop passes, we miss blocks, things happen. You know, I could never be bad at Baker. He's been our rock this whole year. Even when I was out, he was still making plays. Like, he's an